Yeah, hello everyone. This is my last day at COP. I'm going back to Kenya tomorrow. So just say a few words about my impression of my first participation to COP here in Dubai. I'm very happy to be here for the last 4 days actually, attending many sessions, creating many contacts, talking with many people about climate change and agriculture and health and all these things. So before coming here, of course, we fixed some objective, and my objective of this COP is really to understand what is COP and how it works at international level. I have been so impressed by the size of this conference. I heard about 60 or 70,000 people coming here during 2 weeks, and of course, obviously, you have 100 sessions of different types that you could not really figure out where to go. And of course, but when you have a focus on what you want to do at this COP, you try to figure out where you want to go. So when I came here, I have a few keywords. I want to advocate and communicate and understand in the climate change context linked to agri-food systems, agriculture, livestock, and One Health. Because these are the areas of my institution. You can see here CGIAR, FAO, IFAD. They set up this pavilion at COP in Dubai. So I could, roam around in different sessions to talk about livestock. So the key message we want to communicate here at this COP28 is, in fact, there is a very nuanced discussion on the narrative of livestock. In the north, people have a lot of meat to eat, in particular beef, and of course livestock linked to emission, affecting climate change. And they advocate to reduce the consumption of animal source food like beef, for example. But that is a story of the north. In the global south, many low and medium income countries, many people don't have enough access to animal source food like milk, meat, and eggs. And we need to work on that access for these people, because that constitutes a very important nutrition source for these people in terms of development and health and so on. So the narrative on livestock from the north should not affect the benefit of people from the south. So livestock development is still very important. Consumption of animal source food in the south is still important for many people. We need to have a balanced narrative of livestock and climate change. So that is the first point. The second point, as someone who have worked for CGIAR and international livestock for the last 10 years, of course, the food system concept become very relevant for climate change. And here, with many colleagues from different centers of CGIAR, we come here to advocate and work on the food system concept. And of course, food system go across the value chain, and it linked to climate change. And we advocate how to transform this food system in the context of climate change, in particular for agriculture, for crop production, but also for livestock production in the global south. So that is very important. 3 billion people in this world don't have access to the healthy diet within the food system. We need to work more and more to achieve the impact and to have many people who don't have yet access to the balanced diet and healthy diet. The third keyword I want to try to advocate, and also I have been quite active in speaking in different sessions, is about One Health. COVID-19, the current pandemic of COVID-19 killed more than 7 million people, and that is a zoonotic disease. A disease jumped from animals to human. The origin of COVID-19 is not very clear, but this is a zoonotic disease, so we need to use a One Health approach. That is an approach to really facilitate and encourage the intersectoral collaboration, the integration of the human health sector, animal health sector, and the environment or ecosystem. So we are not talking about 3 health. We talked about One Health. That's why it's important to work on One Health, to bring people to work together, to integrate different knowledge to prevent the next pandemic. For example, any zoonotic disease coming up that has the potential to create the pandemics like COVID-19. We agree that we need to work together to improve health of people, animal, and the environment by using a One Health approach. So I'm saying goodbye to this COP in Dubai and going back to the classic and day-to-day work. But this has been a very rich experience for me as someone who actually attended the first time this COP, and I met many people, like I said, attending many sessions. And also the last word I want to say is, in fact, you always were a new concept of nationality and the country where you are attached. And actually, I'm very happy as that COP to see my own country, Vietnam, who set up a pavilion Vietnam, where you have many activities supported by international organizations, by CGIAR, my own organization, but also WHO, FAO, UNDP in Vietnam, where people discuss the food system transformation of Vietnam as a flagship example in this COP. I'm very happy. We talked about One Health also in Vietnam pavilion. I went to Kenya pavilion, where Kenya is our hosting country for International Livestock Research Institute. We talked about livestock and agriculture transformation in the context of pastoralism in northern Kenya. So we had a very good discussion as well. I also went to other pavilion of France, where they gave me actually the pass to go to this conference, talking about PRISOT, another initiative of One Health, very important. Unfortunately, I could not visit many other countries' pavilions, but actually we will figure out to see what they discuss in this conference. So I'm leaving Dubai with a very positive feeling and impression, because agriculture is our areas of work, and we saw a lot of investment of different donors. They committed that they would fund more for agriculture research for CGIAR system. Many people, many head of state I met also with the DGFF, the FAO, and meet the guests, also said that science is important. Science gives data to inform decision-making process in this COP. As scientists, I think that's the best statement, that we can work for a better world to really mitigate and adapt adaptation measure in the climate change context. So thank you very much, and looking forward to the next one.